What is the matter with me?
Oh dear. Just as people are jumping to your defence and saying she didn't goof anything.
I'm not doing very well today. Oh no. Right, okay.
We were saying hello, but she hadn't pressed go live yet.
Hello everyone. I was just saying how lovely to see all these people waiting. There's FrizzyBee, now FrizzyBee and any other YouTubers that you hear us talking to or talking about during the live are all linked in the description box. FrizzyBee does a lot of crochet alongs, things. Let's say hello to everyone. Hey Carol, Linda, Renee and Kerry, Jen. Hello. Hello Emily. Maria.
I can only read chat in my view of her stream at the moment because YouTube is doing its thing where it doesn't load chat on my end.
Oh, it's still not. Oh.
I had loaded it, but then I moved the window and it decided it had to reload it because YouTube is flawless in every way.
Have I said hello to hey Rachel? Rachel, message retracted. What did you say, Rachel?
there was a typo.
And Lucy, hello. And Dawn, hello Dawn. And Wendy, I think I've said hello to everyone.
Nice.
Right, I'm gonna reveal my gorgeous, brightly lit room. If I can work out how to do it. There we go. Yes. We got 2 lights now. Oh, I forgot that one's pointing the right way. It's gone all foggy over there again.
Yeah. It always will to an extent.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's not what we're looking at anyway. How is everyone? Hi, Alison. Oh, lots of people already. Ta-da!
I could try and 3D print you a little shield that would stop it from doing that.
Oh yeah, is that what it is? It's just that it's Yeah,
if you cupped your hand around the around the camera rather than the light.
Yeah, but if I cup it around the light, it's stopping that a bit.
Yeah, then it cuts out the light, which you don't want.
No, that's not doing anything. Anyway, we don't need to do that now.
Camera.
I was just testing you there, Tom.
Yeah. Did I pass the test? Oh dear, Jan's insulting your new lights.
Thank you, Jan. Hey, Sylvia. It's a good job they're all nice, isn't it? Because Tom's horrible.
Yeah. Luckily, they balance out the horribleness.
I'm going to go into
nicely.
this thingy now. Show you what I'm going to be doing. Because I am going to be doing something.
Yeah, you are.
I have actually. I started a video last week working on the second volume of my Keepsake book I'm making to put my squares in from the first swap. So I've already done 1 volume. This is the second volume of squares from the first swap because I had like 60 squares. And I said I bet I'll be finished this by the end of next week, and this is next week. I actually am going to be finished because I'm very nearly there now, which is exciting because this is the year of finish what you started for me. Use what you got, finish what you started. So yeah, let's get all my bits and bobs out. Ready? Am I missing anybody? Hey Jenny. And it is, I didn't stop doing this project because I was bored of it or whatever. I love doing this. It's one of the best bits of the swap for me, is going through them all again and making them into this book. And you just appreciate all the details again, which is great.
Hey Zalia.
Hi Zalia. I'm so happy we know how to say your name now. Oh, excellent use of the emojis there, Deb. You have a birthday on Friday ending with an O. Which O is it? Don't know how old Deb is. Is it 5-0? Is it 6-0? My next big O is going to be 7-0. John's going to be 70 this year, actually. It's quite scary just having a husband who's 70, let alone being 70 myself.
It should be scary having a youngest son who's 41.
Yeah. Are you doing anything exciting for your birthday, Deb? And I'm saying Deb because Deb's already said it's all right to call her Deb, by the way. I know I said I'd start using just people's, whatever their username is there, and not say their whole name, but Deb's already said it's all right to say Deb instead of Loafy Loafin.
I still prefer to say the username because it's less confusing with people who don't know that step.
Stop being logical. This is
Sylvia's got a birthday tomorrow.
Have you? Happy birthday for tomorrow. Next year, 70. Yeah, I'm a little while behind you, but not far. About 5 years behind you, Sylvia. Scary. Not really. I mean, as long as you still feel alright and you can still do what you want to do, it's just a number, isn't it? But
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. This is the front cover isn't going to look like this. It will have a pretty cover on, but the idea is it will have this aperture that this square can peek through, because this is quite a dimensional square. And I love this. This is another Annie that made this for me, and it was to commemorate the year of the whatnot as well as the swap. So we all went nuts on those whatnot kits I was doing. If you remember, some people will remember if they've been with us that long. I've got my little needle threader hooked up. She even put a little tiny needle threader in it. I'm just wondering whether to open this, whether to zoom in a little bit here. What do you think, Tom? What am I missing? What am I missing?
All kinds of
Lady never tells, but I remember the Wombles and Captain Pugwash. Nothing too exciting. Oh, Chinese takeaway. Well, that's pretty exciting. Oh, you've put a picture in the live stream follow along, is it, Sylvia? Let's have a look. So Sylvia did the same sock pattern that I did first, and she just did just like that. It looked amazing. And now she's done her first 4-ply sock using circular and 4 double-pointed needles. Right, hang on, let's do a Discord peek, but first of all I need to go into Discord and just go to the live stream follow along. Right, okay, here we are. Love that. Love the look of that, Sylvia. Let me just show everybody a peek. Oh, I've got to do that thing, haven't I? Yeah. I've got to go up here. Tell me if I'm doing it right, Tom. Is that right?
Right so far.
No, I can't decide which one to pick. This one?
Yeah, that's the one, yeah.
Hey, I did it.
Yeah, you did.
Now I've got to go back to Discord. And here's Sylvia's. Wow. Is that using that same yarn, Sylvia, that we both got in our sock boxes? Oh no, I got that in my sock, but no, this is a different yarn. This looks a bit like the one that I got in my sock box. You had the warm colours, all the oranges and pinks, are gorgeous. I'm going to have to try circular needles or double-pointed needles now as well. I can't be the only one that doesn't try it.
It looks neater than yours, but
it does look neater than mine.
It does a bit, yeah.
It does a bit. Oh, what's this? This is Emily. You made all of that this week, Emily. I made it this week.
Wow.
Oh, no.
That's quick.
No, waiting for the live to start. I made it this week. I made the quilt this week. I thought that would be very impressive.
That would have been impressive, yeah.
It's 9 a.m. and a horrifying -4 degrees Fahrenheit, -20 C. -20? No.
Yeah. That's chilly.
That's, hibernate. Sit in and do some quilting.
Yeah. Oh, Jackie's
gorgeous
having technical
colours.
difficulties.
Carry on. Oh, look at these. Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Hands are very difficult to do, aren't they? Are you practicing hands at the moment?
Yeah.
Kerry? Oh, look at this. How cute. Wouldn't that make a really cute gift card?
Anything with a cat's always good.
Yeah. Look at that. Sylvia's showing off. That's beautiful, Sylvia. You must be well chuffed with that. And to think, like a couple of weeks ago, you'd never knitted a sock.
Impressive.
Oh, and Lucy's saying, I made these mushies inspired by Annie's video about 10 months ago. Was it that long? Because I had that gorgeous velvet that Susie Q sent me and got really carried away making mushrooms. Those are fab, Lucy. Love those. So look at this. Have a look at the stitching. They're such a good surface to just stitch in or add beads or sequins or whatever. You can do all sorts with them, can't you? And you can use quite small scraps, actually. I love the way you've done the gills. Gorgeous. What a clever lot we've got, haven't we? Right, I'm coming back
Jackie,
up here
we
now.
had technical issues this afternoon as well.
Oh, you are struggling, Jackie. Welcome, I'm glad you made it. Have I said hello to Maria already? I'm not sure. Hey, Lorraine.
Hello, Maria.
Got ages yet, Lorraine? Settle down. Right, I'm going to go back to this and I'll put back in to Discord for a peek again later. So if anybody's in Discord and they want to show us what they're making while we're chatting, pop them in there. You can share them in the Facebook group as well, but I can't look at that during the stream. It's too much to do all at once. I've got this directly linked, so it's a bit easier. It's going to be a while back, Emily.
It'd be fine, but
Yeah, I can't think what I called it, but I'm sure the word mushrooms was in the title. So if you search mushrooms in the channel, you'll find it. Right, let's have a look. So this is my plan. This is where I'd got to in the last video. I hadn't started linking the pages together. So I've got some stuff I need to do this afternoon, so that as soon as we finish this, I'm going to record the next video, which shows how to attach the pages together and create the cover. So I've got a bit to do while we're chatting, but I'm very happy with how these are going. So if anybody hasn't seen, I just do a little bit on each page, a little bit that reflects what the person, hang on, you can't see that, a little bit that reflects the square that the person sent me. So it's a bit of thread painting in there and here. These were both from Paula in New Zealand. They're New Zealand birds. It's just called a fan-tailed something, but I can't remember the names of them.
I think that's close enough. Fan-tailed something.
Yeah.
Just
this
rename the birds.
Nicole in Canada. Just a little bit of
Talking of Canada. Hi, Sharon from Canada.
Hi, Sharon. How cold is it in Canada? Trying to program my first ever smartphone. Oh. Yeah, Tom was saying maybe I should get an iPhone, but I'm not. I'm reluctant, to be honest.
Yeah, I certainly would be, but for you,
yeah. This is Sandy. I swapped with two Sandys, but this was Sandy in America. This is the one I started last week in the live last week, didn't I? I was stitching into this. Show you how it turned out. I haven't blasted it with the hairdryer yet to get rid of the blue thing, but in the end, after we'd finished, I ended up adding some colour to the birds with ink tents.
Nice. I don't think the blue shows up enough to need to worry about trying to get rid of it.
No, I suppose not really. It's not too bad, is it? So that's what, after last week I stitched these pages together. That's the one from Magpie Sue. That had a lot of stitching in the batik fabrics there that I did, and this was stitched into a selvage thing. Yeah. And since then I've done this one as well. This was from Diane. This was it was so funny because I did this video showing how to use two different ways of using strips to create like little backgrounds like this that you can slow stitch into. And had I not been wanting to finish this quickly, I'd have done a lot more slow stitching into all the patterns on here. And then, blow me, Christine messaged me and said, you'll never guess what, I was just about to upload my video about using strips to turn into slow stitching backgrounds, and I noticed you've just done the same thing. But having said that, mine is quite sort of bright and leery, and Christine's was quite like subtle and pretty and used all lovely vintage fabrics and things, so it's a very, very different look. And then she showed how to turn the square sample that she'd done into this pouch. She just folded the square together to create an envelope. It looked really cute. So yeah, we both did very different takes on the idea. So yeah, so that's where I'd got to, I think. And then I did the weaving idea, but with all yellow this time. you'll get sneaky peeks here because all this is going to be in the next video. Oh, I need to stitch those on as well. It's another thing I can do while I'm sat here. And then this is the one from Christine. So I've got some of Christine's Nana's Rick Rack here, which I'm going to put onto the page with her square. And one of the little vintage Suffolk puffs she sent me. Cut off of a Suffolk puff quilt. So cute this was. She put little messages in each of these buntings. It's so lovely. It's such a thoughtful square. And she made the teeniest, weeniest hexagons. Let's wait for that to focus. Oh, it doesn't want to focus. What's the matter with it? There we go.
Yeah, just needed you to
look at
insult it a bit
for,
first.
For scale, there's my finger. Look at the size of those hexagons.
They are very small.
Yeah. So I put some underneath, not quite so small. Yeah. So that page and these pages, there's more yellow. I had a lot of yellow to use. These, oh, a bit of cat's tails come off that one.
Disaster.
That one's from Dawn. That was Dawn in Australia. This one's from Liz. Is Liz here today? Don't know if I've seen Liz. Love this. So those, and this one, that was from Mary. Those have got to be stitched together, and that's the job I thought I could do this afternoon. They've got to be stitched together face to face to make the next kind of signature. And then I'll be ready to I can do my video showing how to put the pages together. That's my plan. And then the last pages, I've done... if anybody's interested in seeing all this stuff, I don't know.
Well,
another thing with the strips. Only this time I thought I'd ombre them from pink through to peachy through to grey kind of thing. But then it'll be folded like this, so you won't see the two together. This one will go here. That will end up sitting opposite that page. So I thought, well, they'll go together all right. Then inside here, I've got Tori's square, and I've got a label to do for her in a minute, and I've got Susie's square here. And I had this lovely postage stamp fabric, which I just think is gorgeous, so I had to use a bit of that. And then the very last page of this book will be this one. This came from Darla, who loves to do Zentangle and other kinds of doodling things, and so she sort of doodled with the pen and then stitched into it as well. It's really lovely. And all of those dots there are French knots. So I thought that could go on there. So that's about as fat as I want to get, really, and that is all of my squares then, with this one and the first volume. All of my squares from the first swap. Ta-da! So yeah, I've got enough to keep me busy for this couple of hours. It's gorgeous showing this fabric, isn't it? I got it in Truro Fabrics when I was down there in Cornwall. I've got a big piece of it left, which I'm going to use to make my small keepsake book for the tags, because I think that'd be really good. I just like the idea it's postage stamps, and we've been sending them all over the world, and that I just thought it fits. But I need to
make an envelope out of it and see if it'll send.
Yeah, I bet it would. I don't know if I'd want to risk it, but I did think watching Christine's making the envelope pouch the other day, I did think I could cut some little individual stamps from scraps of this to attach to the front of like fabric envelopes. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? So yeah, I think I've got enough to keep you busy this afternoon.
Just about, yeah.
To be scared of. What's Carol scared of?
Oh,
is it
iPhone versus Android, probably.
Yeah, teeny tiny. Is that the hexagons?
No, they were talking about you.
Ha ha ha. No, they weren't. It's a lovely thing to have, Emily, and every so often I do enjoy getting them out and looking through them all again. It is, yeah. Hey, Gina. Right, I think I've said hello to everybody and more or less caught up on the chat. Oh, I didn't see Snoppy. Hi, Snoppy. Yes, the hexes. Yeah.
Yeah, the colours are much better with the new lighting and camera, aren't they?
Yeah. I still feel like this is still looking darker than I thought it would here. But look at the detail. And I can zoom in a bit more as well, can't I? But I'm not going to, because I think you can see as much as you want it anyway. If anybody would like me to zoom in, shout. But if I zoom in too much, what I tend to do is end up with it down here. Like you can only see the...
Just gotta remember, you've always got to work in that little square in the middle of your mat.
Yes, yeah. Right, these are the first bits to finish up, I guess. Let's get that done first. Oh. I don't normally leave all these along here like this, because I ended up taking it downstairs with a project. They ended up clipped on there. Let's get rid of them in a minute. Okay, that one I do, I think. Well, that's just a single strand. I don't want a single strand.
I was only not talking about the camera and lights. But as it happens, that also applies. Rachel's still ill.
Xylia said she'd had her cataracts done. So she see better. Ooh. I was so scared when I got told I'd got early cataracts, but I've put it to one side of my head for now. Hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh, hope you feel better soon. Thanks for popping in to say hello. It's horrible when you feel like that, isn't it? And you can't even feel like doing the things you normally love doing.
Yeah.
I've got loads going on with my family. I'm sure they won't mind me sharing because you don't know them anyway. So one of my nieces is having some fairly major surgery today, so thinking about her. I've been chatting with her a bit this morning. My sister's going in for a checkup for something she's had, or for scans, follow-ups, or what she's had before. And my brother's starting a new job, so big things going on in Cornwall. It's times like that you realise how far you are away from people you care about. You can't just be there. And my sister's frustrated because she's had this virus, so she can't be around her daughter. Because obviously, you know, if she caught anything like that, she wouldn't be allowed to have the surgery. So,
yeah, unfortunate timing there.
Yeah, they said, Alison, nothing to worry about until. The way she put it was until we can't help you with glasses anymore. But I think the reason it threw me off at the time was it's just thrown in so casually, as if she was just saying, "Oh, so the weather's supposed to be improving tomorrow." Do you know what I mean? It was kind of, wait a minute, you know. She moved on to the next thing, and I had to say, "Hang on a minute, can we go back to the cataracts? Did you just say I've got cataracts?" Yeah. They just throw it in as if it's nothing, because to them it's so common. They look at someone my age and think, "Yeah, cataracts." To me, it's like, oh my God, what are you saying? Yeah. Let's make sure I don't lose track of where I put that rickrack and put that over there a minute. I want to get that just to get scooped up in with the scraps in a minute. It's precious to have that. So Christine's got a stash of her nana's rickrack, which she does include little pieces of where she puts sense packs out and stuff, and she's using it gradually in her slow stitching kits. But it's so kind to send a piece of that, so that's quite precious. I mustn't lose where I've put it. Hi, Elaine.
Hey, Elaine.
Right, I'll get engrossed in my stitching now and go quiet probably. Before I forget to say, those of you who've been knitting socks along with me,
Oh, yeah.
this month. Rachel got hold of me. I don't know if Rachel is still. She's probably still about. Or she says they sit and watch us with their knit and natter group. There's some new things afoot, new things coming along from Stitch Kit, and one of them is that they've now got this Facebook group where you can go in and share pictures of your socks or whatever you're making with Stitch Kit boxes, and during February, if you share pictures of what you're making with Stitch Kit boxes during February, they're going to do like a draw of all the people who post pictures, so I should definitely be doing that. That's quite exciting.
Nice.
You need to look for them as people. They're not a page or a group. So there is a main Stitch Kit page, but you need to look for Stitch Kit Crafters. I've put a link in the description box. Stitch Kit Crafters, as you know, but search for it under people, you know, on Facebook, and then you'll find it, because I struggled to find it. And
oh, that's unfortunate, Alison.
My hand surgery's been... Oh, what? I was in, but I have a small cat scratch. Seriously? Oh. So next time they give you a date, you're going to just have to avoid playing with the cats for... I've never heard of that happening before. Wow. I'd have thought they could have just like given you some antibiotic cover or something, unless it, you know, obviously unless it appeared infected or whatever. But that seems a bit extreme. But I suppose they've got to be careful.
Yeah, I suppose.
That's awful when you get cancelled or... Yeah. I know when I went in for some pretty major surgery at one point, and we were told to come in at 7 a.m. Stop eating and drinking from 7 a.m. as well. And I waited and waited and saw other people coming and going, and it was a fairly unusual surgery that was going to be done, which only one particular consultant in the hospital or surgeon in the hospital could do. So we sat there and waited. John was allowed to wait in with me, and I think it was about 5 o'clock, 5:30 finally. Oh, just pulled that through. There's no knot.
Hi, Kathy.
Before, so a poor young doctor was sent to tell me that I was going to be cancelled. He looked like he was just as likely to burst into tears as I was. It must have been horrible telling me that. Hey, Kathy! What time is it there? Kathy's in Australia. I'm always fascinated to know what the weather is and what time it is in other parts of the world.
And what people are eating.
So we've already had somebody sitting there in minus 20 degrees C. I think it's probably not quite that cold in Australia.
Said that their daughter in Nova Scotia, it was minus 25.
Oh, I can't even.
Worse.
But it sounds like Russia or something. That's really cold. Yeah, all day. But they felt so bad. I worked at the hospital at the time. Not that gives you any preferential treatment, but I don't know if that was part of the reason why I actually got 3 apologetic phone calls the next day. I think the consultant phoned me himself when I got home that evening. His secretary also phoned me, and there was a general call from someone in admin at the hospital. But by that stage, I'd been brought in again because they got me in again the next day. And it was just that he'd had some emergency surgery to do, you know, a horrible accident and come in or something.
Yeah.
And no one else could do my surgery. And he said, I didn't want to do it. It's quite complex and I didn't want to do it. Not at full, not on top form kind of thing. I was already so tired. I just didn't want to. And I thought, well, fair enough. I'd rather he didn't risk operating on me feeling not quite up to it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, to wait there all day, dreading surgery, sitting in there in that gown with your bum hanging out the back, you know, and all that.
They only do that just to embarrass people.
Yeah. Yeah. On Beck's Creations, hello. South Carolina, currently 29 degrees Fahrenheit with snow on the lawn. I can only think in centigrade, but that's pretty cold, isn't it?
It's quite cold, yeah. Somewhere just below freezing, I think.
Kathy, it's 12:30 a.m. and it's been disgustingly hot. It's funny, isn't it? I don't know why it always... is NC, is that... Where's NC? North Carolina, that's all I can think of.
That's a fair guess to me.
I quite often find when I'm posting prizes or whatever off to somewhere in the States, people will usually use those 2-letter abbreviations for states, but I have to fill in the whole name of the state when I'm filling in the online form.
Yeah.
So I always end up having to Google it, thinking what's MI or whatever, you know. Yeah. Good. Sylvia's knee replacement was cancelled 3 times. Sat waiting to go down. Oh, so you needed, you need a special bed. Yeah. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
So many things have to align perfectly for it to go ahead, and it's difficult. And it's always a worry, isn't it? I know my niece does have asthma as well, so it's, you know, anything like that will make you more anxious about surgery as well, I think. Right, those are stitched on. Look at that. That's completed. Tick, tick. Right, that's all that bit done. Christine one is done. I need to just stitch. I'm not going to put the rick-rack on until I've stitched the pages together. So that bit is done. Done that. Done that. Really would like to get these two stitched together.
You're trying to hurry an old dog, Linda. That's,
Is he calling me an old dog?
No.
Oh.
Although now that you mention it.
I thought it was going to be something about old dog new tricks or something. So why... It's weird, isn't it, that I could possibly assume Tom would be taking a mickey out of me. You know,
Yeah,
can't imagine why.
I've never done anything of the sort.
Yeah. Oh, bless. Did I have a put? Yep, I put Mary there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now I could. Those two both need their name labels. This one, I feel like I quite like the look of all this, you know. But should I stitch that down a bit more? It's a bit messy, but yeah, I think I'm going to do a bit more stitching up and down these rows. Yeah, let's do that. What colour? What colour? I'll use some of this lilac-y colour at that end, perhaps, and more pinky at this end. Yeah. I can feel a blip in this thread. That's going to annoy me. That can go to one side. What's everybody else making? Post some pictures in the live stream, follow along in Discord if you're in the Discord. Oh, if you're not in the Discord, we'll put a link. Does somebody want to type, because my keyboard's too far away, !live in the chat, and that'll bring up a link to Discord?
Yes, it will.
Anyone can do it. You don't need to be a mod or anything to do that. And then we can all have a look. I can have a check back with Discord in a bit.
Close, Emily, but it needs to be without the space between them.
One more go, Emily, please. That should do it. Might just take a second. But
there
thank
it goes.
you. So if you click on that,
it wasn't going to work for a sec.
if you're already in Discord, it will take you to that room, and if you're not, it will take you to a thing that invites you to join. Hey, yeah, the stamp piece is lovely, Claire, isn't it? Yeah. It's a lovely fabric, and it wasn't expensive either. And it's quite nice that, because I tore it, I'm too lazy to cut most of the time. I tore it, but it tore nicely along the line of the stamps, because I thought if this goes crooked and tears up that way, I'm going to be annoyed, but it didn't. So
nice.
So I've saved the rest of it to use for my tag keepsake books. I think that'd be cute. I might just need to offset it with some of the plain colours, because it might be too much if it's all the way through. But yeah, I love that fabric. Kind of wish I bought more of it now. Truro Fabrics do sell online, I believe, so I could ask them to send me some more, I guess.
You could.
I used to work for them many years ago when Tom was quite little. What did you say, Tom?
Yeah. They probably won't have it now that you have decided you could buy it online.
Yeah. It was quite reasonable. I can't remember what it was, but I was quite impressed with how reasonable it was at the time. I've just got to sit here and do mindless stitching now.
Yeah.
What name? Truro Fabrics. Yeah, I worked for them a long time ago when it was Rob and Francis, and they had this. I dropped my needle. Serves me right for doing it in that cack-handed way. Where's it gone? Uh-oh. That was just the perfect needle as well. It's the only needle that will do. Nope, it's gone forever.
Oh, of course.
I'll find it in a minute when I sit on it, probably.
Yeah, probably.
It's like when you find the needle that just feels perfect in your hand that day. Perfectly sharp, perfect size eye,
Yeah.
It might have just got lost in one of these folds. Right, okay. Let me get going again. Ta-da! I've already finished one page while I've been sat here. I think that's quite impressive. Just realised.
Distraction casting
behind
on.
a little
Nice.
bit. Is it better now, Lorraine? I need a magnet. I do need a magnet. I've probably got one somewhere. I've definitely got one of those
that keeps on stealing your
magnet,
pins.
like needle holder things, but it's in one of my other needle books. You can never have too many of these things.
Yeah.
So I don't know if Rachel's still about. She probably is. She's probably watching with half an eye. Rachel from Stitch Kit. So while they're about, I've just pulled that needle out again.
Stop it.
I got some exciting news from them today, so I'm going to try and explain this, but I might get it wrong, and I might need Rachel to step in and to explain it properly.
You explained it to me well enough.
Did I?
Well, I mean, you might have explained it wrong. I'd have no idea.
So, I've said before that what Stitch Kit are going to do is send me a different box each month. I'm not going to know what it's going to be. So, like normally with Stitch Kit, you choose which discipline or disciplines you want. Whether you buy like one-off boxes or you get a monthly subscription. But what they're doing is sending me a different kind of thing that they do each month, and I don't know what it is till it gets here, which is very exciting, and I'm always up for that kind of a challenge. So they're going to send me the next box, the February box. They're going to send me next week, so I can open it up on camera, and that will go out on the 1st of the month. At that point, that will go out as a one-off box on their site. And And there'll always be a discount code for that one-off box for that month. Got to make sure I'm getting this right. The new development is that they're going to offer it as... what did they call it? Oh, no, I've forgotten what it's called. A pre-order box. So it'll be mystery pre-order box. So if you want to, you can also order the same box that I'm going to have. It can still be customised for your colour preferences. It can still be customised for your colour preferences and whatever. But you can order it so that you'll get it like in the first couple of days of the month, and you'll be able to craft along with me. And then as soon as that first video has gone out, the box will become available as a one-off, like the sock box was. So I think it's already there on their website now. I've put a link to their website in the description box. I don't know if I have. Does it sound like I've explained that in a sensible way, Tom?
I mean, as sensible as it was last time.
It's quite exciting because it does mean you can have that, and it will be the price each month will depend. So if this had been going last month, it would have been the £19.95 sock box. It depends on what it is each month, and I'm not going to have, as I say, I'm not going to have any idea what they're going to send me, so I'm getting quite excited now. Apparently she's got it all ready to send off. It's going to get sent off to me on Friday, so hopefully I'll get it on Monday. And we'll see what they've got in store for me this month. And it's a weird thing because I never would have chosen knitted socks. I'd have felt too
true,
especially because I was going to like publicly humiliate myself by doing it on video. But actually I'm so glad I did. It was really satisfying, and it was fun to see lots of other people knitting socks along with me. So yes. And I mean, from the boxes that I've had now, including that sock box, I've had 3 boxes from them, haven't I? Oh, and the Christmas craft box, and every single time they've been really lovely quality, really good value. I've been very impressed. So yes, very excited to see what's next.
Mm-hmm.
Do I like that purple on there with the grey? Is that all right? I think, because it's going to be for this. Yeah. Just feel like it needs a little bit more stitching than I had there. Although the idea of doing these backgrounds was to make something quick just to cover the book, because these last 2 pages aren't on nice kind of calico. They're on this sort of synthetic stuff that I got in a Contrado box where they send out their offcuts. So this is quite good for sort of interlining and stuff. That's what I've been using it for, and I used it for this. But so I had to cover it with something. I couldn't just do stitching like I have here, because that's like nice calico.
People have just joined, but I've lost track of which ones are new and who is just saying hello to the people who just joined who are already here.
Listen, I didn't see it. I don't think Susie was here before. Hi, Susie. Hang on. Let's go up here a bit. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Rachel Park's still here. Artie Fart, that's it. Artie Farty Annie's Craft of the Month box pre-order. So it's a pre-order box.
Discord is dropping most of your microphone at the moment. I don't know why.
Oh, so hopefully everybody else can hear me, but it's you that's not.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming through on OBS fine, but Discord just keeps on cutting out half your sentences.
That's funny, isn't it? Is it because have I got a lot of note? Is my seat creaking a lot or something? That sometimes messes with the sound, doesn't it?
Could be that. Yeah.
Torch is always better than your foot, Emily. Torch?
Yeah,
oh, yes.
Torch on the phone is much better option.
Yeah. Blue quilt on Insta. I never look at Insta anymore.
Yeah.
Just finished card 75. Susie's been doing these colour inspiration cards. You buy like this cube of cards, and each one has these images and colours pulled out of the images for you to do a little piece of stitching or collage or whatever with. Really good. A lot of people have been following along with that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Has anybody put anything new in Discord that we need to take a peek at?
Ooh, we'll have a look.
Make a nice change from my muggins and stitching.
Oh yeah, I think there's a couple of bits in there that you didn't see last time, for sure.
Oh, hang on. Let's just do a sneaky peek. Oh, I always forget I have to then go into Discord to be able to go up and down. Hang on a sec.
Yeah.
Right, so Little Sparrow cracking on with some scrap sorting. Christine did that thing with like bulldog clips on the top of clipboards, didn't she? Which I thought was such a genius idea. Such a good way to do it, because you can cut bits off without taking everything off. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, that looks... Oh, that actually made me shiver then. We haven't had any... Touch wood. We haven't had any snow yet. Oh, look. Another blanket started. Half Dahlia bud. Dahlia. Is that another Janie Crow one, Karen? Fabulous Jats is making a patchwork brick blanket. That's one of the bricks. Oh, those colours are lush, aren't they? I didn't want to say yummy or lush, so it was going to come out yush or lummy. Cool. It's making my mouth water. I think it's because it's reminded me of like raspberry sorbet or something. Cool. 2025 is finishing year. Yeah, I think we all need a finishing year, don't we? Table of the Elements. So you must have bought that as a kit, because obviously the individual elements are all printed out. Wow. That is really unusual. Cool, I love that. I'm reading them all now.
You missed FrizzyBee's ladybirds.
Oh, hang on. Where are they? Right up top here. Oh, look, how adorable. Oh, so cute. Are you doing them as a crochet along? Come out again now, hang on. Oh, all this controlling to do. I just need Tom just like in this room all the time, really.
Yeah. Just think of all the head patting.
Elvis Chunky. Elvis Chunky. That's a good name, isn't it? That's a panel, so you buy it as like a quilt panel and then...
Nice.
Yeah. One of the things we all used to dread in the craft shop I was working in is someone coming in, buying one of the quilt panels and then saying, right, I want to use this and this to for the borders and the you know what you call the strips in between. How much do I need? Oh, I could do it, but you know, I prefer to sit down and quietly do it without someone talking to me, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Especially when you're working out yardage for someone else that someone else is going to spend money on, and you don't want to ruin their project, you know. It's quite a responsibility. It used to be the same years ago when I was working for Truro Fabrics, and we'd be calculating what people needed for curtains and things, you know.
Easy.
I once worked out the yardage.
This diameter, I want it to drop 3 feet below the edge of the thing.
Say that again? Oh, yes. Yeah. We once had this lady came in once. I ended up serving her and helping her to work out. She was trying to be as frugal as possible and fitting with what she'd got and things, and I was helping her to work out the best way to do it, and she gave me the dimensions of her windows, and I did think, blimey, these are pretty big windows, you know. This is a lot of windows and stuff. Anyway, after she's a lovely lady, and helped her out. She's very appreciative and all that. And helped her how to work out how to do everything as economically as possible. And then after she'd gone, one of the other girls said to me, oh, that's I'm not going to say the name because I better not, but it was Lady somebody who obviously lived in quite a big house, hence the ginormous windows. I should have realised with the it was like making curtains for a National Trust property or something. But she was obviously having to be quite frugal. Just because you're a lady somebody and you live in a big house like that doesn't mean you've got money to burn, does it?
True.
And I believe, if I remember right, she was going to be making them herself.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a long time ago. Yeah, quilt maths. Oh. If I was doing it for myself, I would just err on the side of caution and I'd double check it a few times. And to be honest, if I was going into a shop to buy it, I'd work it out myself before I went in. I wouldn't rely on someone in a shop to work it out for me. But most people do. Well, a lot of people did anyway. And sometimes we'd get someone, another customer who was really expert who would help as well, which is all very much appreciated.
Yeah, after the stream, we definitely need to sort out this Discord thing because I'm losing the start and end of most of your sentences.
That's weird, isn't it? Do you want me to go into Discord and try and sort it out now?
It's not worth doing it in the stream because, I don't need to care what you're saying anyway.
No. He's probably playing a game or something anyway. Just can't.
I've got a game in the background, but it's one of those idle ones where you don't really have to play it actively.
Yeah. Strange that. It's a strange concept to me.
It's a fairly strange concept to me.
Yeah.
But it's free, this one. I haven't paid for a game that I don't play.
Oh, that's okay then.
Because that would be really stupid. Although I've done that before as well.
Did Rachel come back and elaborate on anything I said just now about that? I don't know if I explained it properly. Or did I say that there's a 10%? Oh, there's a 10% discount for the mystery box pre-order thing. Oh, now I've forgotten what it is. I'll add that to the description box after this. Let me write that down so I don't forget. Rachel, if you're still there and you've got me, oh, there it is. Pre-order 10. I'm going to write that on here and I'll add that to the description box in a minute. Pre-order 10. And then as soon as that video goes live on the 1st of the month, you'll be able to order a box if you want to, in the same way as with the sock box. But yeah, if you want to be first to get a surprise like me and be able to craft along with me. I'm half excited and half kind of bit trepidatious. What's she going to I don't think there are any crafts I won't have a go at. There's some I get on with better than others in the end, but I always enjoy trying it. Speaking of getting on with better than others, here's another sneak peek at a video that will be coming soon, because it wasn't a raving success. It was a success in that I really enjoyed the process, really enjoyed the stuff. I used this Muse kit. There's the booklet from it that Barbara Brady sent me. Gorgeous. It was Sculpey clay. The theme of it was making mosaics, and you were using metallic alcohol inks to colour the Sculpey clay. And then you got this silicone tray thing to set your little tiles in that you create, bake in the oven. I loved the tiles. I loved the effects I got. I loved making marks in the clay and adding the metallic inks. Brilliant. Had a lovely time. Loved how my tiles looked all arranged in the tray. Then I came to add the liquid Sculpey that came in the kit to go in between like grout, and messed the whole thing up. I could not get on with it. Ruined it a bit. Lost some of the finish. The whole thing looked untidy. And I'm going to reveal it to you now. Or am I? Yes, I am. Oh. And I was gutted because it's lost a lot of its colour and luster, you know.
It doesn't look awful.
And it just looks messy. It makes a very, you know, it's quite a sturdy thing. Doesn't look so pretty on the bottom, but that don't matter. It looks so beautiful before... By the time I'd finished wiping all the excess liquid Sculpey off and things, I'd taken a lot of the depth of the colour and shine off of this. The inks were gorgeous to use. The Sculpey is lovely to use. Must get around to using that. You got me, Tom.
You've had it a while now.
And what my own take on it was using different things to make these patterns in it. But you can see, like there, I've taken a whole load of the I was just gutted, so I didn't even bother. It also came with the thick this stuff to give it like a gloss. I didn't even bother wasting that on it because I just was so fed up with it by then. But the whole process was really fun, and I would definitely do all of it again, except for the point of using the liquid Sculpey as grout. And unfortunately, I probably used most of the liquid Sculpey. I don't think there's even half of it left, probably. Maybe half of it left. Yeah. I think it would be really good. I probably only used about a third of the clay, if that. And I do think it'd be lovely for doing miniatures, which I will be able to film now. So, yes, it was really interesting. Yeah, when I the video go out there, probably tomorrow actually, and you'll see in that how much better it was. I think so anyway. But yeah, I think one of the problems was I would do the method differently. I would have baked the tiles first, then arranged them in the tray, put the liquid Sculpey on, and then you could have wiped the liquid Sculpey off with a damp cloth or something.
Yeah. Because
the tiles would already be baked and the finish would be fixed. You could even have done the gloss on first. It was a strange process because you cut I'm giving you so many spoilers now, you won't need to bother watching the video. But you rolled out the clay, then applied the metallic inks, let them dry, then and you get all these lovely swirly effects and stuff, but then you rub the inks in with the finger, so you lose all the effects, but you do get a lovely variation of colour and shine with it. Then I added texture. No, I added the texture later. Then you put this, once the alcohol ink has been rubbed in, you put the glaze stuff over and let it dry. But the clay is still soft. Bear in mind, the clay hasn't been baked in the oven yet. The clay is still soft. Once the glaze is dried, then you cut it into tiles. That's the point where I put texture on some of them, but they didn't suggest that. And then you set it into your silicone tray thing. Put the liquid Sculpey in and bake it. And I loved using the way the Sculpey sets so that it's slightly flexible. But trying to get enough to go in the cracks and not get it all over the... Oh, yeah. So I will use those. I will use that method, and it'll be lovely for doing miniatures and things. You know, accessories for dolls or things like that. I might have done it wrong.
There shouldn't be a sound of church bells in the background of a thing. My game isn't making any noise at all. There should be no sound, but apart from my voice. Have you got tinnitus
going on or something?
Well, no, possibly it is sounding like that to them, but shouldn't be.
Can anybody else
Bit of a
hear
concern.
bells? Is it something here that sounds like bells? Hi, Liz. I'm working on my Keepsake book, my second volume of Keepsake book with the squares from the first swap. So I've done a quick flick through of all the pages, and what I'm working on now, I think I left it, maybe I left it here last, I can't remember now. What was I doing last time? Yes, last time I lost it. I was doing this this one, wasn't I? This embroidery on here. So I've since done these pages. Did some of the weaving background on those, and I've attached some pages together. But what I want to do this afternoon is get the next kind of signature of pages ready, so that the video I'm going to make after we finish streaming now will be showing how to put the pages together and attach them into the book. So this page is going to be attached together with this one. Should have 2 more squares on it, and then it'll be stitched into the book. So I've just made a background with strips here, and I'm just doing some rows of straight stitching just to add a bit of interest and attach all these bits down. If I wasn't I'm not in a hurry exactly, but I want to get these finished now. They've been hanging around a long time. Otherwise, I would be doing some different kinds of stitches between these. I'll be doing a bit of Y stitching and cross stitches and things just to vary it up a bit, but keeping it simple and trying to make it something that I can easily do while I'm chatting. Oh,
Keep it simple, stupid.
I've lost the... got to scroll down again. Splashback with custom-made tiles. Yeah. Now you said that, I'm thinking, splashback from the miniature. See, the Moroccan Bazaaar book nook thing, Tom, that I think the last time we did anything with that was you helping me to put the electrics in, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I need to go back to that, especially now I could actually film it with this camera and lighting situation. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot to mention about that. So I don't think I mentioned at the beginning, did I? I've got the second light going on now behind me here. And a huge thank you to another anonymous benefactor. I say anonymous. There are some people here who will know who I mean when I say thank you very much to my anonymous friend and her chocolate Labrador. She's only partially anonymous now. She or he. You can see how much difference it makes, though, and it does mean I can film things like miniatures and stuff now and actually zoom in properly for that kind of thing.
Yeah. I was looking at the aluminium track things that we'd need to do the lighting on the underside of your
on the underside of the desk. Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't be too difficult to sort out.
Marvellous. Does help to have a technical wizard in the family.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's a couple of people I missed here. Annie, there's an interesting box in the Discord live. Oh, we'll have a look at that in a sec.
There is, yeah.
Alison's saying it's there now. It's a couple of minutes ago, though.
Yeah,
when you open the mic to talk.
Yeah. Seen all that. Oh,
I love the pottery throwdown. I haven't watched it. I forgot there was a new series going on. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's something for me to binge watch tonight then. I'll look at that box in a second. Hi, Rhonda. It's very cold and windy over your way, isn't it? Excellent use of the custom emojis there, Karen. I love seeing that little heart there. It's funny things that we sat here designing them, didn't we? And seeing people using all these emojis. Yeah. It looks so cute.
I can only apologise for the cat one.
Rhonda's got a whole conversation of emojis going on there. Don't apologise for the cat one. That's gonna be a fave. That is. I do like kit bashing. It's something that I'd like to do a lot more of as well. And I love just not necessarily kit bashing, because to me kit bashing is putting a couple of different kits together and stuff, but I will never just make up a kit as it was meant to be, like a miniature kit or whatever. I will always I think you can always improve on them and put your own little twist on them, can't you? Do you like doing that kind of thing as well? Hey Rain. You could be late, that's fine. We're still here. Just imagine it is bells
to live
then.
Next to the bells didn't sound great, did they? It sounded like someone hitting an old pot with a wooden spoon or something.
Yeah, donk, donk, donk. Yeah, I think they needed to raise some funds. It was a very modern church. Yeah. I'm not even gonna bother fastening this off. I'm just gonna take this up there. Oops. No, let's go back out there. That'll do. I think that'll be enough just to hold it down. It doesn't need to be. I quite like, in fact, I'm going to exaggerate the edges a bit as well. I think that makes it look interesting, and it'll fit in nicely with this. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, it's your bells we can hear then, Sylvia.
Yeah, that must be it.
Maybe you live near to Alison. Oh, yeah, electronic ones. It sounds like a nice Queen fan. Oh. While we see seeing the emojis there, it just makes me think it's maybe a good time to say a thank you to the channel members. Tom, do you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Rather than leave it to the last minute and risk forgetting. So where you see people using those, where's that peachy colour? Where you see people using those little custom emojis, that's because they're channel members. Thank you so much to all the channel members. We have got 30 members now, and I'm so grateful. It's just amazing that many people want to support us in that way. I keep saying no all along. Don't anybody please feel like they need to feel bad or apologise for not wanting to or not being able to. There's absolutely no obligation. You know, Discord and Facebook totally and stuff are still going to be free. You're not going to suddenly not be able to see the videos or anything, you know. None of that is changing. There are just some little extras like those custom emojis that we're doing to say thank you to our lovely members.
If
there's 2 new people this week.
An emoji of a cat farting, then
yeah,
you won't get that anywhere else.
Eventually we'll have enough that you can have a whole kind of, it'll be like a code. You can write a sentence in code just using the custom emojis, and other emojis mixed in. But YouTube only lets us have so many per so many members, so at the moment with 30 members we're allowed to have 10. We've got 10 custom emojis. We can't have another emoji now until we've got 40, so it's a big jump. So it'll be a little while before we get another one, but it is fun. And they've been very helpful this week. I've been doing members only polls. I've already been thinking about the next stitchery swap, so the channel members have been helping me to decide about themes and twists for the next swap. And it's a good job I asked, because I'd have been totally off. You know, but it's funny, you know, it's quite often it's the case that something you think is an amazing idea, it turns out nobody else likes the idea at all, so it does help to be able to just do a little poll and see what everyone thinks. And yeah, I'm not going to tell only the channel members know what the next swap theme and twist is going to be at the moment, but I think we've decided. And it's not what I was going to do if I hadn't have asked, so there you go.
Always worth asking.
So 2 new people since last time are Danielle Lowry and Jean Godby. Thank you so much to both of you. They're new since the last live, I believe. And I'm going to put up a little list of... I'm most definitely hoarder adjacent. I think I'm just a slightly more organised hoarder. It's like, as long as I don't start mixing it up with old food and jars of strange things.
I'm hoarding calories.
There's definitely a kind of a squirreling instinct, isn't there? And I think that's probably programmed into us, you know, because of the need for... Hi Viviana, how you doing? Viviana's been off on exciting adventures around Italy. Ouch. I've lost my thread now. Not literally, I've got my thread, but lost my thread. It's wherever I dropped my needle, probably. Completely forgot what I was talking about. It's probably not important. It was important. It's members. I was just going to.
It was probably very boring.
I'm gonna put up a list of our lovely channel members now, because if I leave it to the end, I might forget and stuff. Because you know.
And then you need to look in the Discord.
Oh yes, there was a box in there that Jen said about. Let's do that first. Okay, hang on. Now I've got to go into Discord. Wait. Ooh. Look at that. Hey, Wendy. That's coming along brilliant.
That one's been there for ages. You just missed it last time.
Oh. So was it Wendy that was going to... Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Wendy that was going to have hand surgery today, but as it turns out, she can carry on with her socks now. That's a lovely mix of colours in that yarn, isn't it? Hang on, I'm just looking again. I do like this little pattern. It's cute, isn't it? Boho. They are lovely. These hand knitted socks are lovely, and they're nice and cosy as well. I think they look really cool. This little sparrow. Yeah, I did miss that before because I remember seeing this. I've looked at that. Yeah, I just missed the socks before. Oh, look. Adorbs.
Nearly as cute as a cat. Nearly.
Oh, look. Oh. So, Ollie's hat so it doesn't cover his eyes and shorten the body of his cool coat today. I don't think he looks like he fully appreciates the effort that you've made there, Andrea. He looks doubtful to me. He looks like he's going, are you sure my bum doesn't look big in this? Hey, there's Rachel at Stitch Kit. Hello. Oh, doesn't that look nice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, lovely. What's going on there? Look at those colours. Look at that glorious pink and yellow. Hello. That's my kind of selfie there. Oh. Now, is that Kirsty or Rachel? Because that looks like the picture of Kirsty that I've seen. Is that Kirsty? Is that Kirsty and Kirsty's daughter, I wonder? They look similar, kind of. I've just been nosy.
Just for a change.
Seriously? Wouldn't you like to know what's in here, Annie? What? Are you gonna show me anything if I click this play button, or is she just gonna like lift the box up and down in a... Oh, I got all excited then. Yes, I would like to know what's in there.
You'll never know.
You're
you will
wicked. That is wicked, Rachel. That is wicked. Oh no. Oh, I'm getting butterflies now. Oh, well, that is exciting, isn't it? Have you got to wait till Friday to send it out? Can you run out now? Chen Dash hibernating at my machine. It's -6 out there. Oh, I can see all the snow in the background. Look at those yummy fabrics, though. Look at those. Love them. Oh, the little monsters, the Bart Simpson. I've never seen any of those fabrics. Except maybe the dotty one. But I've never seen the others. They're quite distinctive, aren't they? Scrap organising. Job done. Well done, little sparrow.
Nice.
I want a snowman
smiley
melt.
face in your.
It's the snowman melt. Hot chocolate with a snowman melt. Love that. Oh, I'm extra excited now about the. Oops, just trying to find the right bit to. I'm extra excited now about the box. I've seen it. That's probably not even my box. She's just winding me up.
It's just a box.
Yeah.
There's nothing but tissue paper in it.
Could be anything. Well, not anything. It's going to be some kind of a needlecraft, but I mean, they do.
Well,
they do all
it's
sorts.
got to be. Given the name of the company, it's likely to involve stitching in some way.
Well, but they do felting as well, which isn't really stitching, is it? So it's needles. That's what I'm saying, needlecraft.
Textiles.
Yeah. Textiles and fibres.
Turns out it's a bricklaying kit. Can you hold on a mini bricks and some mortar?
I'm trying to think if there's any kind of a crafty thing that they could send me that I'd hate. I don't think so, really. Because, I said before, I'd give anything a go. So this has taken me longer than I thought it would, just to do these rows of straight stitching.
Oh, I'll tell you what else is taking longer. Me noticing that you haven't switched back from the thing.
I've just seen that. I can't believe I said I'd set myself to finish this book by the end of the week, and it will be done. I don't know where this morning went. Just disappeared. I was just trying to catch up with messages and emails and stuff, thinking I'll just do that a minute and then I'll make a video. And then suddenly, what?
He was busy, just sat around doing nothing. See, the thing you don't realise about her, guys, is she's very lazy. She just, she does nothing all day. Because, the thing about making YouTube videos is very easy.
Be careful what you say, because we are live. He's in the doorway going,
Oh, just off to the woodman.
Oh, I forgot that. Okay.
I'll see you about 7.
Oh, yeah, I haven't got to make dinner then. That's okay. I don't need to start to make dinner. See you later.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, good. I can just have a reheated whatever dinner or beans on toast. I don't need to stop. That means I can carry on with my project and make my video.
Again, can't be bothered.
I can't. I have to admit, when
those mini bricklaying things do look fun, Alison.
What mini bricklaying things? What have I missed?
You don't want that.
Can't be doing with macrame. Oh, it is on my. It is. It really is my box. Carol says bye. Oh, what? I'd love a mini bricklaying kit. I've got to see if I can find one of those because I need some more hobbies.
You've got plenty of time to be doing that. Ridiculous.
I did get one of those like novelty kind of what do they call it? Archaeology kind of kits that you get for kids in museums, where they give you a little trowel and things, and you have to dig out a fossil or a dinosaur bone.
Yeah.
He was hiding in the doorway. Did you see him? You couldn't see him though from this angle. No.
No.
He usually hides. If he thinks I might be filming or live, He just quietly opens the door like this and then stands there, we're all whispering. I was like, well, I'm gonna have to stop filming to answer you anyway. So you know, you might as well just come in and go, oi. I need one of those signs, don't I? I think that's why you... Is that why you made me that one, Tom? I think it was, wasn't it? That sign. Fartist at work sign.
Yeah.
That was for that. It was to go on the door, wasn't it? So he would know when I'm... Generally, the signal is the door's shut. But normally I think, well, if I'm sitting in there, obviously talking to myself and looking at the monitor, so that probably means I'm probably filming. Not necessarily.
Don't want to say that you're crazy, but
Yeah.
I kind of do want to say it.
I bet these lines, I bet if I look at the back of this now, these lines are so higgledy-piggledy. Like the back of this one, they look quite neat and tidy because I was following, apart from this bit, because I was following in between the stamps.
Yeah.
But this, hang on. Not exactly regular or tidy.
Fine, just don't look at it, and it's not.
But you're not going to see it, so it doesn't matter. Oh, wrong way around. You get patterns to build like archways. Oh, and you can soak it away and start again. What? So it's like kind of Lego, but more so.
Yeah.
More challenging. That's a really fun way to learn about architecture, though. If it's if you've got to build archways and things.
Yeah.
You know, all the kind of load-bearing things and all that stuff. I don't understand. I'm always fascinated by architects' models. You know.
Yeah.
And there's a whole section of them in the... Well, one of my favourite places to go is the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition. And they have a section for architecture. So a lot of it is going to be like and the artistry that goes into those architects' models. Wow. Yeah, pretty impressive.
Yes.
Some of them have a real unique style to them, you know. Some are more traditional looking, but even those are fascinating because to me it's miniatures. And I love my miniatures. I'm not even bothering to finish this on the back anymore because I don't think it's going to need it. I know. Completely lazy.
See, it's like I've been saying, guys. She just can't be bothered.
You should go, Linda, if you ever get the chance. It's brilliant. I love it. I love that you get ordinary people. Is he talking to me? Hello? I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
He knows I've got headphones on, so I won't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that, you know, you and I could have a piece up next to somebody famous, you know, or in the same room as somebody famous, you know.
But you are famous.
And the fact that infamous.
No.
The fact that it's directed by a different one of the academicians each year means each year it has a sort of slightly different flavour, you know. Yeah. Well worth going to. I did actually have like Royal Academy membership for a while, but that was something I had to go when I retired. I thought I can't afford this anymore. But it did mean you got free entry plus, you know, invite for a friend kind of thing to the exhibition and a sort of access to certain areas, like a special members lounge and things when you went, and yeah, and it was, you know, a good way to support them, but I had to stop it when I retired because it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
I think the first year I thought, well, if I take off what it would cost for me and a friend to go to the exhibition, it's not too bad. Then I renewed it one more year. Then COVID happened, then I retired, so, you know.
Yeah, it does kind of change things a little, doesn't it?
COVID did kind of put the mockers on the exhibition, for sure. But yeah, I thoroughly recommend going. Definitely. It's quite crowded. That's the only thing that I don't like, because I'm not good in crowds, but yeah.
Yeah,
Hi,
fair.
Maria. Hi, Granny Sue. Did I say hello to Granny Sue? Hello. Been out all day drinking
Didn't say
coffee.
Hello to Granny Sue, that's rude.
He didn't call you lazy, so if it was me, he'd be calling me lazy. Eating lunch, tea and cake, and teaching your friend to make Tory birds. What a lovely day. I don't know if anybody saw in these amazing dolls that I saw. Well, it's a photo that, hang on, Anne sent me. So she's Anne at Ravy Heights in our Discord. She'd sent a picture of these dolls to me in my email. And I said, I'll share them in the Facebook group. So she joined the Discord this morning, and I've shared the pictures in there. And I'm just going to go in and find these pictures of these dolls. And you can get patterns for them. It's a lady called Jill in New Zealand. I put them in Craft Show and Tell. Right, I've got that up. Now I'm going to go back in here. Look at these dolls. So they're soft, they're fabric, sculpted fabric. Absolutely beautiful. And I've put a link in the Discord to they're called Slightly Weathered Ladies. The website's called Slightly Weathered Ladies. I just love them. And the patterns aren't bad. Anne reckons they would be easy enough to follow without going to a workshop. Although she has been to Jill's workshops. Their expressions are amazing. The way she sculpts them is amazing. Just brilliant. But yeah, if you look at slightlyweatheredladies.com, I think it is. Why was I talking about that? I've lost my thread now. Oh, for goodness sake. Rusty old Collins ahead. There was a reason why I was talking about that.
I wasn't listening.
Royal Academy, and then...
to be fair, I can't listen because I only hear about half of what you're saying.
Oh, it's because Sue is saying about Tory birds, and that made me think of birds. And on Jill's website, I noticed there were also some free patterns. So the patterns for the ladies, it was so many Australian dollars. No, she's in New Zealand. I had to, anyway, I think they work out less than a tenner for the pattern from the UK, in UK money. And of course it's digital download, so it ain't going to cost anything to post. But she also has a lot of free patterns, and she had these amazing, really quirky looking freestanding birds. So they look like they've got like an armatured body or something with fabric around them. They look really good. That's another project that's going on my Trello board for later. I would really enjoy them. She's got a real eye for the quirky and peculiar. Just lovely and colourful, and, you know, so much inspiration out there, so little time, as we're always saying. I don't know what Harajuku is, Ray. Now I'm going to have to look that up afterwards. Let's write it down. I'm going to put pre-order 10, which is that stitch kit discount, on afterwards. Harajuku, I'm probably saying that completely wrong. Harajuku.
It's probably close enough.
Lift that up. Oh, and I'm now going to do the Good Luck Sylvia. What are we saying good luck for? I know it's Sylvia's. Oh, your quilts get judged on Thursday. Oh, good luck. Well, it's your birthday tomorrow, Sylvia, so hopefully you'll get an early birthday surprise.
Mm-hmm.
No, that'll be a late birthday.
I mean...
Tomorrow is Thursday.
Yeah.
That's why it's confusing me.
It's not early or late.
Wouldn't it be good if you got a good result and it was your birthday? Gave all my stock of toy bursts to the ladies in the community cafe. Oh, that's lovely. Oh. Yeah. Bring home those ribbons. Sure you'll do well, Sylvia. Oh, keep saying I'm going to show that list of members, for goodness sake. Right, this is a list of...
It's going real well.
Yeah, nothing's happening. We're doing something. No, here it comes. Here it comes. I thought it looked like it wasn't going to come out central, and it isn't going to come out central.
It's not.
What have I done? Oh, sorry, guys. I've done it all
You've
wrong.
broken it.
I've broken it.
Will work still.
Yeah.
We can see.
So these 30 gorgeous people scrolling up the screen in front of you now and doing a weird thing when they get to the top because I've not centred it are our channel members. If you are interested in joining, click on the join button. It will tell you all about it. But as I keep saying, please don't anybody feel obligated or feel bad if you can't or don't want to. But I do just want to say a big thank you and how much I appreciate all the support. It means a lot. It does mean a lot.
Yeah.
And I hope you're enjoying playing with all the custom emojis and stuff. There's more stuff in the pipeline. Haven't seen many cat farts about.
No.
Look at all those peeps.
It's a lot of people.
Oh, now see, if I was clever, I could have... No, I don't need to do that again. No. Yeah. That was professionally handled, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's have a pat on the back there.
So you don't need me for the streams?
I'm a professional YouTuber, me.
Sure.
I do believe I'm going to actually finish this page before we stop. Oh, I tell you what, it's so nice to think I haven't actually got to. I've got some leftover kind of vegan faux bolognese sauce. It's what we had on Sunday, Tom. It was quite nice, wasn't it?
It was all right, yeah.
Considering it wasn't real mince. Had to put a lot of different flavourings in to make it taste of anything, being soy mince.
Yes.
But it was nice in the
It's
end.
always a problem, isn't it? It's like that stuff absorbs flavours nicely, but doesn't really contribute a lot on its own.
It doesn't bring anything to the table in itself. So I can just have that with... I've got some whole wheat couscous. That would be really quick. Have it with that instead of pasta.
I might make a bolognese and have it with some tiger bread.
I love that tiger bread. I don't dare have it because I would eat the whole lot and I'd want butter on it.
Well, I got this. This was reduced to 99p in Roy's.
Yeah.
So I was expecting it was going to be half stale already. It's fine.
Oh.
It's a massive loaf.
They're inconsistent, aren't they, about their reductions? They must leave a certain amount of staff discretion, and some staff are more generous with the reductions than others. That's all I can think.
Because sometimes it's like, oh, this thing's got to be eaten by yesterday. We'll take off 10 pence.
50p.
Oh, cool, thanks.
Yeah. And especially when it's something like seafood or whatever, you know you're taking a chance.
Yeah.
I don't mind taking a chance with 50p and then I'll sniff it when I get home, but, I'm not going to take a chance at a fiver. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's worth the risk of a bit of unpleasantness.
I'm a huge fan of mushrooms. One of my favourite things, which is what I had very quickly because I suddenly realised I'd not eaten today and it was time to start streaming. One of my favourite things at the moment as a ready-made, easy thing just to put on toast is a roasted mushroom pate that I get in Sainsbury's. It's less than a couple of quid for a little tub. It goes quite a long way and it's so savoury and delicious. It's really, really good. It's not actually vegan, but it's vegetarian.
You don't have tiger bread in the States. I've seen, while I was looking at recipes for it, I've seen it described as Dutch crunch bread before as well.
Oh, really?
So if you ever see that advertised, that might be tiger bread.
The difference is, it's just basically, it's a white loaf. The difference is how they do the crust. They put this kind of yeast paste over it or something, don't they, to make that, and it cracks.
Yeah.
To make that crust. One of the supermarkets was calling it zebra bread instead of tiger bread because somebody's little girl said...
giraffe bread at one point.
Giraffe, not zebra, sorry. Somebody's little girl said, oh, it's more like a giraffe than a tiger. And so it was me who lived it first, Sylvia. So we all lived in Cornwall. I was born in London, ended up in Cornwall. The boys were born and brought up in Cornwall, but then moved to London. Meanwhile, I'd moved up to Norfolk partly to be near my mum, who needed support at the time, partly just because I needed a change of scene for various reasons, which I won't bore you with right now. I came up here in 2006, and I think you've been up here since, is it 2014, Tom?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I do like it in Norfolk.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? If you do try making tiger bread, by the way, from the videos, one person I saw, they put the paste on at the wrong point. They did the final proofing and then put it on, but you should put it on before that so that it has a chance to crack as it expands.
And then you get that crispy...
You do it halfway through the final thing so it's firm enough that you can put the paste on. But it still has expansion left to crack it.
It just smells so amazing. The smell of it is so appetising. And if you walk into a bakery section and they've got some tiger bread there, you know it. And I think it's that it's that yeastiness, isn't it, that you can smell?
Probably.
No other bread smells as delicious as that bread to me. It's a beautiful country, isn't it, West Yorkshire? Yeah, sorry, Andrew. We always somehow end up talking about...
We do a bit.
I do love food. It's a shame that I also have a tendency to get fat really easily, and I haven't got, I love vegetables. I love all the green I love all vegetables except parsnips, which for some reason I loathe, but I love all vegetables.
I'm getting almost
and a meal
none of these
isn't a meal
sentences
without
now.
vegetables. Pardon?
I'm getting almost none of your sentences. I do love veg.
Oh, really? Well, that's
right.
annoying, isn't it? But I've lost my thread again now. But yeah, I also love, creamy things. I love butter. I love, I love too much of everything. My portions get too big.
Moderation is the difficult part, isn't it?
Yeah, moderation is the key.
Because anything's okay in moderation, but...
Yeah. Salt and pepper rolls. They're very similar. That salt and pepper bread is quite a similar crust on it, and it's got the same smell, I think.
I think it's the same thing, that they just add salt and pepper to it.
Yeah, I think that is the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, parsnips, very distinctive. I don't mind carrots, but parsnips, no.
Parsnips are awful.
And people who hear you say, who love parsnips and hear you say you don't like them will always say, oh, you should try roasting them. No, all that's been tried. No. If you turn them into a soup, a puree, roast them, deep fry them, grate them raw, I've tried everything. I hate them. There's a certain smell about them.
Thrown in the bin.
Yeah, occasionally. I usually, when we used to have the organic veg box, which is another thing that's gone since I retired, I didn't get it so much for the organic thing. I got it more because it's seasonal and as environmentally friendly as you can get, really, in terms of packaging and food miles and things. So, of course, at a certain time of year, you would get inundated with parsnips, and I used to always pass them on to someone who would use them. They'd go on the goodie shelf at work and somebody would go, ooh, parsnips, thank you. Or a stepdaughter and her family like them. But I just, no. I've never tried roasting radishes. I like them raw as well, but I imagine they might be a little bit like the small white turnips that I have roasted sometimes. because they've got a pepperiness to them and a very similar texture if you get the really small ones. Oh, Brussels sprouts. Yeah, love them. Do you get repercussions later, Sylvia? That's the other thing we always end up talking about. Cat fart emojis. Did make me laugh last time. It was Sylvia that started that.
Those sprouts that we did in the air fryer were really good, weren't they?
God, yeah, they were lovely. We just tossed them in oil and we used some garlic granules, I think, didn't we? And we have a little bit of chilli, a couple of other spices. Threw them in your air fryer and they were lovely. They got these crispy, some of the outer layers went sort of separate and crispy, didn't they? And the insides were all nutty and just sort of soft but not too soft, you know. Yeah, really nice.
You'll never
really
be able
nice
to
way
rely
to have
on me
them.
actually answering any questions, by the way, because we just tossed them in, then silence for ages, and
I wonder
then
why it's doing
threw them
that.
in your.
We better have a look straight away, hadn't we, after the live?
Probably just need to adjust the
that is.
noise gate. I imagine you've probably slightly moved the microphone so it's coming in slightly quieter or something, and therefore not getting through Discord's
I'm
noise gate.
sitting further away than usual. I wonder if that is it any better if I do that.
We'll have to see because it has to adjust for a bit.
Yeah, I left myself sitting further away because I'm so conscious of shouting during his lives.
Yeah.
Which is the other
It
thing I
adjusts
do a
your
lot.
volume well enough, so it shouldn't be a problem.
But I've watched lives back sometimes because I do watch them back for to sort of catch up on the chat. And I can't stand the sound of my own voice shouting sometimes. So
none of us can stand the sound of your voice. It's fine. And yeah, she's coming through on Streamfront. I can see from the OBS thing, but it's just not sending it through Discord for some reason.
Just saying, she don't need sprouts to pump as she walks. Oh. Brussels sprouts with Marmite. I know, I can imagine liking that.
Sounds thoroughly awful.
I've also made a Brussels sprout slaw, so like a coleslaw, but made with finely shredded Brussels sprouts and everything else you would put in a... I think as I made it a Christmas one, I also put like a few raisins and some nuts in with it or something as well. I can't remember now, but I really enjoyed that.
I guess you could get away with putting raisins in because John wasn't going to want to eat it anyway.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. John thinks he didn't like raisins, but he does actually eat them kind of in things without realising sometimes. And apart from anything else, to be honest, if you eat any kind of chutney, you're eating raisins, aren't you, probably? Or something. But, he thinks he doesn't like any dried fruit. He thinks it's the taste. It's not, because if that was the case...
It's clearly not, yeah.
No, he wouldn't love sticky toffee pudding as much as he does, because that's all dates. Or a lot of it is dates. In sticky toffee
it's
pudding.
basically the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, what movie are you watching, Jen?
You're like one of these young people, Jan, watching several things at the same time. And playing a game and having a conversation and doing a bit of crochet on the side. Catching up with your emails.
I still think one of my favourite things, it was when we used to play Mario Kart and I could look at your screen and tell you that you needed to turn right or whatever while I was still beating you on my screen.
And I couldn't take my eyes off the road long enough to even look at my own. I could never look away from what I was, no. You
much prefer the one where we did the driving together, so like one of us could drive and the other could do the shooting.
Yeah. Never like anything sort of shooty like that. It just makes me panic. It's also very noisy.
We really do need to try and sort out the ability to stream you playing VR things.
Yes, that would be hilarious. It would also be, I mean, some of them, it's not fun. Some of the puzzle ones are actually really interesting, aren't they? And it would be nice to be able to sort of, I don't think you can fully share it because without actually being immersed in it with that visor
it's
on,
not quite the same just seeing a 2D view of it. But
it's still quite interesting solving the puzzles and things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, that's that last bit of stitching on that now.
And we did stream a bit of puzzle gaming before, both that a little to the left, and didn't we do a little bit of that?
The one we were doing with
escape
Emily.
room game,
Yeah. It's another one we did a bit of as well. I think it's a bit confusing to do it on a normal YouTube channel, though.
Yes, probably is.
Really?
Hogwarts Legacy is a good game. Well, it's a beautiful game. The gameplay gets a little bit samey, but you know.
Yeah, but sometimes I just like if it looks pretty, I'm happy.
You'd enjoy exploring the castle and all that.
Yeah, I would.
Because you can do all that without a lot of the shooty thing.
I have finished that bit. Now this one has to go on. I need to make sure I get it right way round. Yeah, this one has to go. Yeah. This one has to go on here. Right, okay. Oh, I feel a bit sniffy and sore throaty again today. I can't quite shake off.
Well, I better not visit this weekend then. Don't want to get ill.
You probably gave it to me.
I haven't been ill for ages. It's almost like never leaving the house is an effective way of avoiding illness.
We went to Roy's the other day.
Yeah.
There they are. I've got to embroider people's names as well. So I've got Darla, Susie Q, Susan, and Tori. Luckily, I can still remember which is which. I did this one in kind of digital writing for a change. I like to use different styles of writing. I'm going to try. Oh dear. I get a bit. I'm going to try this kind of very fine rainbowy thread. I think Claire gave me this.
And Jenny, the difference between Marmite and Vegemite is one of them tastes awful and the other tastes horrible.
I like both. I couldn't tell you the difference.
Vegemite has a gritty texture. That does sound worse.
Yeah, but some
Marmite seems to have a higher gloss to it.
Yeah. I think Vegemite is more kind of, I would call it more granular rather than gritty. Gritty sounds a bit horrible like sandy, but more granular than... more almost fudgy than... Yeah.
Although, if you eat it expecting it to taste like fudge, oh boy, will you be disappointed.
Yeah. Right, let's do Tori first. I'm hungry again now, talking about all that food, but I can go and put my leftovers on to heat up now if I want.
Yeah. We definitely need to get you set up with a microwave.
Yeah. I used to eat very strange things at very odd times of the day when I was on my own. Because it doesn't matter, does it, if you're not worrying about anybody else. Lucky I've used a heat erasable pen because this thread is finer than the pen line. I think it's look nice in the rainbow colours. Oh, how are we doing for time? Oh, nearly time.
Yeah.
When we stop, I'm just going to go downstairs, put the oven on to heat my early dinner up because I just am starving. Sorry, Jackie. I'm not sorry, I'm just,
Yeah, it's a lie, isn't it?
I don't really care if you like Marmite or Vegemite or not. Didn't the name Marmite come from, it was a French word for the vessel that they would slow cook meat in or whatever to... I mean, not that Marmite isn't meat, is it? But...
I believe it's Latin for the boiled inner walls of the rectum.
I love Marmite. It's the saltiness in it, it's another thing that's bad for me that I like. I'd always pick, I don't have a massively sweet tooth. I'd always, if I'm going out to eat, I would always want a starter and a main course rather than a main course and a pudding. And if, as is often the case, most people seem to be the other way round, so you end up with main course and then everybody wants dessert, I would rather go for a cheese board usually, unless there happens to be a dessert that really, really takes my fancy. But yeah, I would tend to go for a cheese board. More salt, more fat, more carbs. This looks all lumpy. I'm hoping it's going to look a lot better once I've whipped it. I'm doing a back stitch. I'm hoping once I've whipped it and heat erased the pen, it will look a lot better.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
We can hope.
I'm always optimistic. That's why I often get disappointed, but it never stops me being optimistic for next time. Yeah, I'll have to get that.
A bit of optimism. Nothing wrong with a bit of optimism.
Yeah, it keeps you going. I'll have to get that Mosaic video up for tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
Or maybe the book one will go out tomorrow and that'll be Friday, I'm not sure. But yeah, I was full of optimism until the liquid Sculpey moment, and then it just all went.
Yeah, I'm with Jackie on this. Yeast extract doesn't sound appealing. It is just evil.
It is a blooming good substitute, though, for that kind of savouriness that you miss if you're vegetarian. Have you ever used, has anybody ever used nutritional yeast flakes? They're supposed, they call them like the vegan's cheese. They're not the vegan's cheese, but they do, if you sprinkle them on things and in things, they do give a deep kind of savouriness, I think, that you miss when you're not having things like meat and cheese and stuff. Maybe it's umami, whatever umami means, that I don't really understand.
Sure. We'll call it that.
Yeah.
Sweet corn is the evil devil. I've never heard anyone that anti-sweet corn
sweet
before.
corn? It amazes me that you're so anti-peas. I mean, you will eat, you won't like...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're evil.
You can eat them to be
just
polite, can't you? But you're not a fan. Even as a kid, you would eat sprouts but not peas, which is really unusual for a kid. They are gorgeous, Jackie. You wouldn't like them. Nutritional yeast flakes, see? Emily knows what I mean.
See, people always joke about sweet corn just going straight through the body and so on. It's like, yeah, but don't try recycling it, because it's only the skin on the outside of the sweet corn that's surviving. The new filling may be less delicious.
Oh, stop it! Oh, I love any kind of sweet corn. I love it. I love the creamed corn. You know, when you get creamed corn in a can.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Corn chowder. Love all those kind of things. Sweet corn fritters, corn bread.
Yeah, sweet corn in general is just pretty good.
Popcorn.
And you've convinced yourself that sweet corn tastes buttery.
It does. Even
without
if you don't,
butter on it.
Even if you don't put, as long as you put a little bit of salt on it, to me it tastes buttery without having any butter on it.
Weirdo.
I mean, it tastes even better if you put real butter on it. And the main point of having
most things do.
The main point of having corn on the cob is that you can manage to get half a pound of butter down that way. But
well, yeah, might as well just melt the butter.
Seriously,
and drink
making
it.
my mouth water now. I'm really hungry. Hungry. I'm gonna go back and oh, yeah, pretty that variegated thread turns out.
Yeah, it's a bit slow on the old autofocus.
There we go.
There it goes.
Give it half a chance. I'm going to backstitch it now and then get rid of the pen. I probably need to be saying my goodbyes pretty much now, don't I?
Yeah, probably.
Sweet and salty.
Popcorn is good.
I've got a popcorn maker now and it's so blooming fast. It's like the time it takes to boil a kettle. You've got a whole load of popcorn done. I must break that out again, actually. Now, I'm supposed to be going back on my diet again now because I've been off it for a while. I need to get back on that wagon.
Yeah, popcorn's great. It's making you feel like you're eating something when you're kind of not. It's
not so great when someone you work with is sitting just behind you eating a bucket of popcorn and making it last all day.
We need to check the live stream follow along before we stop.
I'll just get to the end of this bit. Oh, I'm doing this I'm so used to having to work at arm's length. Actually, with the new arrangement now, I don't need to. I can lean over all this way and my head's not in the way. It's not even slightly in the way of the lighting, but not much. So I don't need to be doing it quite so arm's length as I used to. It's just going to take me a little while to remember that is a thing. That looks better now where I've backstitched it, I think, doesn't it? Oh. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice for writing. This thread is perfect for doing the writing, actually. So I've got those 3 to do. No, 3 more to do. Yeah, I've done quite well, actually. I've done pretty much what I hoped I would do during this session, as well as keep up with the chat and push the buttons. I'm going to quickly look at Discord again, because Tom tells me there's something in there that I've missed.
Yes.
Where? Oh, I'm in the craft show and tell now instead of the live stream follow along.
Good job.
Right, okay, let's go back up to where I left off. That was about there, I believe. The snowman melt. Oh, building a beach house with real bricks and cement. Oh, what? That is so temptatious. Oh, I think we need to give Jackie a special Googler badge or something, because whenever we talk about anything, Jackie's always the first one to share a link to it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at those. Oh. So that one on the left is called Aurora Borealis. I can never say that. And then the one on the right is called Aurora Australis. Have I got that the right way round? I think so. They're beautiful, Sylvia. Love the colours and prints that you've used there. Oh, really lovely. You deserve to do well with them. I love the when I can't show it here on screen, but if you can like choose to open in browser and have a closer look at the details. If you're actually in Discord, if you click on that, it will take you to a bigger, and you can zoom right in. But there's no point in doing it now because you won't all see it anyway. I love the wave effect you've got with the stitch in there. That's really gorgeous. Well, I hope you do well. You deserve to, especially as it's your birthday. Have you just done that while we've been sitting here, Karen?
Just casually whipping
I think this
that
is why
out,
I
as you
don't
do.
get things finished. I think I'm just slow. It's a simple case of me just... I am quite... I've always said I'm a bit of a slow worker at everything. Oh, look at these little birdies. I never got tired of seeing those little birds. So, you're showing off now. So what are they going to do with them in the community shop you were saying about? Are they going to, did you give them to them as gifts, or are they for them to sell? Because I should think they'd sell really well as little things on a counter or whatever, wouldn't they? Was it community cafe she said that she'd taken them to? Here's Rain, sneak peek of my fancy goth slow stitch. Ha! We saw the beginnings of this before. Let's have a better look. That fabric is just lush, isn't it? Oh. It looks like you're having a lovely time with that, Rain. I love that mixture of fabrics. Oh, do you know, I'll ever get tired of just stitching just for the sake of it. It's just, yeah.
Well, we need to start saying our goodbyes because people are already saying goodbye to us.
Okay, right, I'm going. I was just looking at Discord. Okay, thank you everybody for joining us. Really appreciated it. I've had a lovely time as always, and I've actually got some work done. We'll be here again next week, same time every week. Special thank you to the channel members. We've already shown all their names, so I won't do that again now. And the special lovely peeps with the camera and the lights.
Yes, massively appreciated.
Yeah, can't say any names, but they know who they are.
Yeah.
Especially the one with the chocolate lab. Okay, I'm gonna go and put my weirdly I'm gonna go and put my dinner on. It's just I wouldn't normally want to eat until about 8, but I think it's because I didn't have breakfast. I quickly had that bit of bread and a toast and mushroom pate before we started, and my stomach's still going, where's the rest?
So you're having
so I might as well have my dinner.
Lunner or dunch.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it's trunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're going. It's time.
Thanks
guys. It's lovely to see you. Lovely to see
like
you.
and
Good to
subscribe
see you.
or
Nice.
whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, please like and subscribe and and
you
all
know, all
that
that
stuff.
nonsense. YouTube things.
Yeah. Make sure you don't click subscribe if you're already subscribed, because sometimes when I say during a live, please subscribe, there's a sudden flurry of people unsubscribing, and I think that might be what's happening. Either that or it's just people just thinking,
they're sick of you.
Yeah, I mean, it totally could be that, but okay, we're really going now. Bye, boys.
Bye,
See
guys.
you later. What long waffle. Okay, I can do it.
It's not like you waffling.
No, not like me at all. God, my stomach really thinks my throat's been cut. It's like, can you hear it?
No.
That's what those